Demônios Invisíveis é um documentário que captura efetivamente os efeitos das mudanças climáticas e o seu custo. O filme destaca o quanto a água limpa e o ar puro estão se tornando bens de luxo. Conversamos com Rahul Jain, que nos contou sobre as suas inspirações para a realização do longa, entre elas a necessidade de falar ao mundo sobre como a natureza deveria ser a coisa mais importante para a humanidade. Esta é mais uma entrevista realizada em parceria com o WWF-Brasil. Assista.
When you have a life which forces you or binds you to experience the world around you in a very physical way every day, you don't really have the time to think about climate change or pollution. These things become peripheral to your everyday quotidian existence. I am not from a place where I wouldn't have a choice. My film comes from a place of a knowledge where I have the choice. Do I want this in my life or no? I can somehow use the kind of privilege that I was born with to be inside my home. And I have the choice to experience the heat wave or not. I can turn on the air conditioner. I can put the curtains. I can wear sunglasses. I can even have a private individual air conditioner when I go out. But this is not the life that I wanted to document, that I wanted to observe. I wanted to see what somebody who's living a very climate-oriented life exists. So I was really afraid of getting hot or getting a lot of pollution. So in my own private, individualistic way, for me to get these images or moments or scenes, I had to go in situations which would be very uncomfortable for me. I had never gone to these places before wanting to make this film, or before having a curiosity about the world from the point of view of an artist.
Do you have hope that things can be better after your work in Invisible Demons?
I really don't believe in the concept of hope when it comes to the environment or climate change. And I know that sounds very hopeless. I prefer more in knowledge and action and discussion and an impetus to move forward, even if there might not be any hope. Every time you experience a nice breeze of air, or you see a beautiful flower or an animal, or you have an experience with the world that is outside the human sphere, where you're outside the idea of another human being. That is enough to build a love and curiosity for something beyond your human ambition. And this kind of way of thinking in a almost post-human way, if we can cultivate this love, then we would, of course, as individuals, do our best to understand every action and the cost of it to the world that we live in. When I see any work of art or read any book, read any news, speak to anybody, and if I feel whatever they are saying or doing or communicating, if it doesn't have something to do with the biosphere, I become very cynical. Like, how is your action not in relation to the climate? And of course, this makes me a rather judgmental person. Um, I really think that with whatever I can do as an artist and a filmmaker, with whatever kind of privilege and power and access to the world that I have, I really need to do my part. But then if you ask me on a bigger collective level, what can we do? I would like to go back to my previous answer about awe. I think if we only could find a way to generate awe in the minds of children and adults about the immense beauty in every square inch of sand, of forests, of the natural world in every which way, then that might be a very good place to generate care. Because if we care about something, or if we truly believe that something is so wonderful, so marvelous, so beautiful, then I think we have a desire to protect it. And the more that it would be around in our local vicinity, so like if we don't have to travel far to see a forest, this sounds so weird in a way, because I know that in the last 100 years, the migration of human masses from the countryside to the cities has been so many times, like to such a high degree that to tell anybody to go visit a forest is almost like asking them to make a big choice. It's not like a natural thing to go to a forest anymore. The privilege that I have chosen myself to live in is not something that is accessible to people every day. But I do wish and believe that if the structures that gave our lives form and function and interfaces to exist in, we call them governments, if they found ways to inculcate a love of nature, including in education, reading, books, not just for kids, but also for adults, then I feel we would naturally be caring more about the world we live in. I think all of us have some kind of a sense that we are biological animals with flesh and blood and bones, with a consciousness that allows us to think about things that are beyond the earth. But the thing is that we only have this planet to be on, and it's a huge planet. It's a huge playground that we have been endowed with by nature. It's just that we have to kind of share this playground with so many other species that equally deserve this earth like we do, that equally have been given a life, like we have been given a life. This gift of life, it doesn't exist on any other planet that we know of till now. I think the sense that we are a part of something, if 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 this sense could be proliferated more, shared more, this would be the most humbling way for everyone to find their own relationship with the physical world, that we are a part of something, not like we're a part of Facebook or Visa, or not like some kind of a branding. Our branding should be Earth, not like some kind of a not something that has a logo, but something that is a feeling. Yeah.
Thank you so much, Rahul. Thank you for talking to us.
I'm very grateful to have shared this moment with you. And thank you for inviting me and thinking of speaking to me. Best of luck.
Thank you.